My dad moved all the time. He'd get a different job at a different place and we'd all move. I probably took algebra in 9 different schools. 9 different schools. Because we moved so much and I flunked so much.
And the stories I hear about Fred's dad in the deep sea diving is that he was self-taught. He went to work at Grand Coulee. Can you dive? Oh, sure, I can do that. When my parents bought a house, this was during the war, they bought a little house in Libby, and it didn't have running water, didn't have a bathroom. We're back to the outhouse again, but there was a pump outside. I remember we had to go out and pump our water and bring it in and heat it on the stove. And for years we didn't have a bathtub because it was during the war and they weren't making them. And I remember someone's house burnt down, literally burnt to the ground, and the tub was sitting there full of water. And so he bought this from whoever's home this was. But my dad was very impatient, so he couldn't wait for the water to thaw out in this tub, so he took an axe to it. So we finally had a bathtub in that house, but it had all these little axe nicks in the bottom of it. But we had a bathtub.
3 beautiful children, girls. I'll specify especially girls. On our family, it was the girls are the way to go for the family.
Did you ever wish you had a boy?
I did for a while, and then I changed my thinking. I like girls. They can do things more than boys can.
It's good to have girls when you get old because they look after you.
Damn right, they look out after you. They think of us first, and then they come second. And then there isn't any me first, you first type stuff.
What it's been like to live with epilepsy?
Epilepsy?
Yeah.
It's nothing.
What?
There's nothing to it. You just go to sleep. It's kind of tough when you're young, real young. When you're real young, it doesn't, what's happening, don't know what's going on. When you get older and start to realize what's going on, then it starts to hurt. Then it hurts you till you're out of high school and went in their service. They booted me out of there real fast. Well, I snuck in there. Then after that, I married your mother, and she had to live with a couple of them. How many?
I lost count years ago.
It's something you got, and you just got to make the best of it.
You don't take very many medications for someone your age.
I'm almost perfect.
Yeah. We had a double date, and so the 3 of us were going out, but then Jim got drunk and passed out, and so then you and I ended up together. And we've been that way ever since.
She was just a good old country girl. She was a good person. But anyway, we've had a very good life, very solid life, and fortunate for our family and my wife and my kids. I owe all my thanks to them.